Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Didsbury Art Studio and I'm Sally. So hello to subscribers and hello to new people that are just watching today. What I'm going to do is a wave smocking design. To use that design, but I'd also like to combine it with the giant scrunchie theme. Might be just kind of merged into the scrunchie with the ruffles that it creates naturally anyway. But I'm still going to try it because I think it could achieve a more fuller effect. So shall we get into it? I've got my fabric and it is 40 inches in length and it's 8 inches in width, and I've used pinking shears on the edges to help stop it fraying, and the other two sides already have their edge on. So I've done a 1-inch grid all over it with water erasable pen and my meter ruler and also my quilter's ruler, which was really handy. And now I'm just going to draw the wave design on it. Diagonal line up to the right, then a gap, and then it comes down, and then a gap goes back up, and then a gap comes back down. And you do that all the way along, and you also do that all the way down, so you can see there's a gap, 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 and then I've just finished off down here. So I'll show you how I sew that. So to begin with, I'm going to go to my first diagonal here, small stitch on the top right. I've put a chunky knot in. I'm going to take my needle down to the bottom left, and then I'm going to pull the fabric, and then I'm going to sew through. Sorry, you can hear Layla the cat scratching herself. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to pull this through once again. And then tie a knot. Down to my next diagonal, small stitch, make sure my knot is strong enough, down to the bottom left, small stitch, and then we're going to pull that together. Take your needle through the same spot, needle through the loop. I'm going to do that twice. There is the first row done. I'm going to do the next row and then show you the front side. I've been doing this design on the back, the wrong side of the fabric. And that's what the front looks like so far. So what I'm starting to do here is, as you can see, is folding the fabric over, and I'm trying to match up the little waves with some pins. I'm trying to pin vertically so that I can pull the pins out as I sew along. And I've got to say, this takes a little bit of time trying to get those wave sort of swirls to match. So I'm doing the best I can. And in my mind, I'm thinking, is this design actually going to stand out once I've sewn it together? But I'm persevering, I'm going to push through, and let's see how we go.
because obviously you can see the design, as we know with the smocking, it does shrink as you go along. And although the original measurements were the giant scrunchie measurements that I've used previously in other videos, it has shrunk a bit. But what I think I'll do is just measure this up to see how much the shrinkage has been, so that you have some idea. So obviously the two correct sides are facing one another and they've been pinned together. And I've got the sewing machine set at using the straight stitch. And I've lined up the edge of the presser foot to the edge of the fabric. So it's about 1 centimetre from the edge. And I'm sewing with straight stitch to the other end, pulling the pins out as I go. Need 7 inches of elastic. So you can see here that I'm just hooking the safety pin onto one edge of the elastic, and then I'm going to hook it onto the edge of the scrunchie. What I've been finding when I thread the elastic through the tube of the scrunchie on other videos is that it's so frustrating when the elastic just kind of pings through the whole of the scrunchie and you've lost it and you have to restart again. So the best thing that I've found is that you just hook it onto one end and then also put a safety pin on the other end of your elastic, and then you can grab that with your other hand. So you can see that I'm just joining the two together. So I'm unhooking the elastic and then I'm going to just pin those two together. In fact, I'm going to tie a knot with them. And then you're going to line up your seams, and we're just going to sew this last bit. I've just tucked that last bit under, and now I'm just going to sew along the edge. So that's it finished. I feel like it's a fuller scrunchie and it is very textured. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, do subscribe if you're brand new here today and you enjoyed this video. I make lots of content like this one and others as well, and I post every Monday and Thursday. Lots of free content for you, so I'd love to have you watching my videos.
Alright then, if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button because it really helps with growing the channel. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.